While Ron Holland chose to bypass college and get acquainted early with the NBA game, the G League Ignite wing has long been on NBA radars. Listed at 6'8", 205, Ron Holland has the physical tools that every NBA team covets on the wing. Those tools, combined with the highlight reel athleticism, motor, and ferocious competitiveness, has long intrigued scouts and evaluators. An up-and-down season on a crowded Ignite roster that has mostly been left without a stabilizing guard presence has thus far tempered superstar expectations. But the raw talent and potential of one of the draft's youngest players should lend itself to a top 10 selection on draft night. My name's Tulaba. Welcome to Film Sesh, an NBA draft deep dive highlighting how a prospect can make an impact when they step onto an NBA floor. The G League Ignite's Ron Holland is no stranger to NBA scouts and evaluators, heading into the 2024 NBA draft cycle as the top-rated American-born prospect and the number 2 overall prospect on the No Ceilings draft IPO. The former 5-star prospect out of Duncanville entered the G League season with a long resume of accolades, including 2 FIBA gold medals, and stopped at the Jordan Brand Classic, McDonald's All-American Game, and Nike Hoop Summit, an event I had the privilege to scout in person, witnessing Holland's relentless motor and first-class athleticism up close. At the pro level, Holland has been a bit more flash than substance, but a flash is just how fast Holland can get up and down the floor, displaying his ability to get out and go in transition. Holland is constantly looking to push the pace, utilizing the break to generate easy, efficient offense, accounting for roughly 25% of his total offense. Holland's utilization of transition puts him in line with wings like Cam Whitmore during his rookie stint with the Rockets G League squad. Holland loves to sky in for a board and grab and go, leading the break using his blazing open court speed to get to the rim and finish with the big air flush. And Holland could be equally effective finishing the play where his speed and fluidity filling the lanes allow him to show off his bounce and highlight reel dunk package. Holland's passing and decision-making has been a major improvement area as a prospect, as he'll often whip wild and careless passes in the half court. But the extra spacing provided from the break allows Holland to show off flashes of the playmaking prowess a modern wing needs to succeed as a primary scoring option, which is a new role for the Ignite wing. As a high school prospect, Holland was best known for his ability to impact the game off the ball, along with his willingness to do the dirty work. Since arriving in Henderson, Nevada, Holland has been given the keys to the Ignite offense, serving as the team's primary scoring option on the perimeter. In the half court, Holland takes advantage of the G League's NBA-style spacing to line up his defender and use his blazing first-step burst to blow by defenders and attack the rim. While Holland often gets out of control on drives, leaving his feet without a plan, leading to some ugly misses and wild turnovers where he charges through his man or the rotating help defenders, there have conversely been flashes of star wing level brilliance, especially as a finisher, where Holland has converted nearly 60% of his rim attempts, highlighting his acrobatic flexibility, hang time, and mid-air magistry. While efficient finishing is essential for a star wing prospect, the NBA has become a league that becomes more and more infatuated with shooting every year. And for Holland, the outside shot will likely be the swing skill that will ultimately decide the ceiling of the Texas native. At the moment, the 3-ball is a major weakness for Holland, as the swing wing is only connecting on around 25% of his 3-point attempts. Functionally, the jumper has a laundry list of issues, starting with inconsistent footwork. Sometimes Holland will hop into the shot, sometimes he's flat-footed. His narrow base affects his balance, the prolonged ball dip and one motion release makes his shot easy to contest, and Holland has shown a willingness to settle for tough contested jumpers. Now, while Holland isn't exactly Kyrie with the ball in his hands and can get loose with his handle as he struggles to go east-west, Holland has shown flashes of advanced space creation and shot-making ability off the bounce through some of those questionable shot attempts. Despite the bad percentages, Holland is not afraid to take shots from the outside. The Ignite program is not about wins and losses, but development of its prospects, and Holland's willingness and freedom to shoot these shots is important for his long-term outlook, because as NBA teams sag off of him, and they will, Holland will have to prove that he can make them pay for doing so. Despite some of the more erratic moments with Holland, you'll never have to question his heart and toughness. Holland plays like his hair is on fire, optimizing his athletic tools and motor through the kind of hustle plays that could swing the momentum of a game. Holland will sacrifice his body and dive on the floor for loose balls, and earn his team extra possessions by crashing the offensive glass. Those types of winning plays are the types of plays that coaches love, and it's that will to win and competitiveness that extends to his effort on the other side of the ball. Holland is most certainly not perfect as a defender, and at just 18 years old, he doesn't have to be. Holland has shown the kind of defensive flashes that make scouts foam at the mouth. Holland is a switchable, fluid athlete on the perimeter that isn't afraid to embrace physicality. He can get happy feet and sometimes guards a little bit too upright, leading to blow-bys, especially when matched up with small, shifty guards. But when he does sit in his stance and get in his opponent's shirt, he can be stifling to even the most advanced scorers. Holland's active hands cause tips and deflections, and he's constantly generating defensive events with steals and monster blocks at the rim, rotating from the weak side, or showing that Holland hustle with the chase down blocks. Holland's +3 steal percentage and +2 block percentage is an impressive number for any prospect, let alone an 18-year-old wing in a professional league. Holland will also crash the glass hard, finishing those defensive possessions by securing a board. Ron's ability to create defensive events as well as rebound helps create opportunities for the Ignite to turn defense into offense and play with pace. Ron Holland's development is going to demand patience. The Ignite wing is a work in progress, a ball of clay that needs the right artist to mold him. But at just 18 years old on draft night, he has all of the tools in the toolbox that you're looking for in a potential star wing. If Holland lands in the right team situation, there are pathways that may resemble the development of a young Jaylen Brown. That is the type of prospect that lottery teams are willing to swing for. Because if Ron Holland hits, he has the potential to be the best player in the 2024 NBA Draft.